What is going on, hybrid shooters? It's Jason Vong, and today I want to share with you guys my favorite camera setup for making YouTube videos. Now, I've been using these gear for the past several months now, and I want to share with you guys how I've been using them and why I like using them. Let's start off with the Sony RX100 5. This is an amazing little pocket-sized point-and-shoot camera, and this was actually the main video camera that I use to shoot both the Bay Area wedding behind the scenes and my Paris vlog. Let me tell you, this little guy can really hang with the big boys. The biggest difference between this one and the previous iterations of the RX100 is that the 5 have phase detection autofocus. I'm gonna make a video soon explaining why that is important, but what you need to know now is that phase detection autofocus is what makes video autofocus fast and accurate, making the RX100 5 a great run and gun vlogging camera. I love the flip up screen on this thing. It just makes framing and exposing the shots that I'm in a lot easier. And I've also been experimenting with the 240 frames per second and just loving the results. It really brought a whole new level to my vlogs. So if you're looking for the perfect hybrid point and shoot camera, look no further. RX100 5, baby. Next up, my favorite current photo gear setup, the A7R2 and the 85mm 1.8. If you guys have been following me on my Instagram, a lot of the recent photos that I posted on my feed are actually taken with this setup, if not at the very least with the 85mm. I just love the compression that this lens gives off, and the images that come out of it are freaking sharp. Plus the 1.8 gives the background and the out of focus area the perfect blur. During my time in Europe, this was my favorite setup to do street photography with for all the reasons that I mentioned earlier, plus the fact that this thing is so small and so travel friendly, and it's a third of the cost of the 85G Master, and I've sold that thing and have not looked back since. So if you're looking for an 85 or the perfect portrait lens, the 85 1.8 is a no-brainer. I can highly recommend it. All right, let's talk about the current setup that is shooting me right now. I have the Sony a6500 with the Zeiss 24mm f1.8. Actually, the camera is interchangeable. Sometimes I use the a6500, sometimes I use the a7R2. Really doesn't matter, I guess it just depends on my mood. But that's the great thing about the a7R2 is that the fact that I can shoot in both full frame and in crop mode. All my full frame lenses, all my crop lenses can work across my camera systems, and that's what I really love about the Sony cameras. For my mic solution, I'm using the Rode Wireless Link right now. I was using the MacBook Pro Plus for the past couple of videos, but someone in the comment pointed out there was a lot of echo, so that's why I decided to go back to the lav mic as this lessened the echo problem. I really want to soundproof my walls, but if I did that, then I would have to give up this beautiful, beautiful white wall that I have right now. It makes me feel alone. Pro tip, if you shoot yourself by yourself like what I'm doing right now, turn the transmitter so that it faces you. That way you can tell if it's on or not. There was this one time where I had it face the other way like you're supposed to, but I didn't realize the battery on the Rode ran out, so this entire second half of that video that I was shooting had no audio. It was incredibly frustrating to have to reshoot the second half, but it's these painful mistakes that makes us smarter for the next shoot. By the way, everything that I'm talking about in this video is linked in the description box below, so please check out my kit on kit.com. On there, there's a few items that I did not mention in this video, but are important to my YouTube production as well, so please go check it out. I have two cables connected to the camera right now. Let's start off with the HDMI cable first. It is connected to this 7-inch monitor right now, which helps me see what my framing looks like, if I'm in focus or not, or if the exposure is correct. This is the Atomos Ninja Flame, and to be quite honest with you guys, it is an overkill for YouTube. I honestly don't take advantage of a lot of the amazing features that this thing has to offer, especially external recording, 10-bit 422, as well as some of the other advanced features that it is capable of. If you guys want an external monitor without the external recording capabilities, look into the small HD Focus. I got the Atomos long before the Focus was announced, so that's why I have it. Other than that, I really love the Atomos Ninja Flame. The display on this thing is crystal clear, and yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing monitor. The other cable just connects to this external battery bank right here. Nothing special, just keeps the camera powered on a little while longer as I make these recordings. Because nothing is more frustrating than when you're about to finish up your YouTube video, you're about to deliver your last couple of lines and your camera dies on you. Happens to me a lot more often than I like to admit. For tripod, I'm using the Manfrotto B3 Live Video Tripod. It's great, it has a fluid head, it has a level adjuster in case my camera is slanted, plus it's super light and travel friendly. Highly recommend it. As for lighting, I'm trying to let as much natural light come into these windows right here as much as possible, but if I really need a key light, I do have a softbox right here. This is from a company called PBL. I don't think they're that huge, but these lights I've had for like 4 years now. It's been serving me really, really well. And they're also really inexpensive, so if you're looking for cheap YouTube lighting kit, look for PBL. I think it's like $100 for like a set of 2. As for the cards, these are the ones that I'm using. These are great for all the 4K contents that I'm shooting, and I offload those footage onto this lacy 2TB USB-C rugged hard drive. And because this is USB-C, I can easily connect this to my new MacBook Pro 2017. Speaking of which, as you guys know, I picked up this new MacBook Pro 2017 for an insane deal. And to be honest, it's really not worth upgrading from the 2015. I honestly did not notice a huge performance boost when I'm editing, especially on Final Cut Pro 10. Maybe the 2017 one renders a little bit faster, but not fast enough to warrant an upgrade from a 2015 version. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, as well as some of the issues and concern that I have with the MacBook Pro 2017, but I am keeping it because it's hard to let go of this MacBook, especially after I got it at such an amazing price. Because we're in this transitional phase to USB-C, I still have a lot of gear that uses the old port. That's why I have this USB-C adapter right here. This is the USB-C Premium Adapter Plus by a company called Chargin Pro. And what I really like about this adapter is that it gives me back all the necessary ports that I need. 2 USB 3 ports right here, an SD card slot here, and also, this is huge, a micro SD card slot. I have gear that uses micro SD cards like the Zoom mics and the DJI Mavic Pro, so having it right on the adapter right here just makes it perfect. No longer do I need to carry a full-size SD micro SD card adapter because I would never ever have those in handy, so having it on here just makes it a lot more handier. Good job, Chargin Pro. And because this hub does take up 2 of your Thunderbolt 3 connection on your MacBook, it's nice that they give one back to you at least, so you can use it with a 5K display and charge your MacBook at the same time. They also have a regular Type-C connection right here in case you want to plug in a hard drive and whatnot. And on the top or the front right here is for HDMI in case you want to plug into a 4K monitor or TV. This adapter blends right in with your MacBook. I think Chargin Pro did an amazing job matching the colors of the MacBook with their adapters. They also have one in space gray as well. These things are light and sleek, plus I have another one in my backpack just in case I forget this main one at home. If there are any piece of gear that you want me to go in depth on, please let me know in the description box below. Other than that, again, everything that I talked about in this video is linked in the description box below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.